The expected output, nothing. The whatever the files are there here will be renamed. Okay, including the Jupyter notebook file. Everything will be renamed and same name, but along with the timestamp, it will be added. Okay. Right. So I'm running now. You can visualize this window here. The file names are different. When you run and see, I'm running. What happens, see folks? Renamed. Notes on webinar has been renamed with today's timestamp. Can you see? 6:14:55 seconds. Right? Like this. Right. Let's go back to the window and see here. Are they renamed, folks? Likewise, if you have some 1,000 files, 1,000 files has to be renamed. Day-to-day updates you are doing, and you cannot perform all the renaming for that folder. So for that, you can run this automated code, which will help you in renaming all the files available in the folder. Getting? Have you understood this, folks? Shall I explain you once again? Nothing. It's very simple. Once again, please look into it. I have an OS module. OS module of Python will help me to interact with the file system of operating system. Okay. My Windows operating system, file system, it will be able to interact. Datetime is able to get that date and time from my operating system, today's current date and time. Can you see? Later, directory path is the path where I am mentioning some path. Okay. This current path, the same path I am mentioning. Right. Next. Timestamp I am taking. In the timestamp, what I am taking? String formatting of date. If you can look here, folks, capital Y. Capital Y is indicating full year, 4-digit year, okay? And small m is indicating 2-digit month. Okay, folks. Later, small d is indicating 2-digit date. Okay. Capital H is indicating hour, 24-hour format. And capital M, minutes format. Capital S is for seconds format. Okay, folks. Right. Next, I have taken this code into try because you're trying to access a location which is not available. So you'll end up with the exception. It is not a good practice if you're ending up a code with the exception. It is always a good practice if you handle that exception and terminate the code properly. So exception handling is a very beautiful topic and which is very much widely used in almost all applications. For that reason, I have taken exception try block. So in the try block, we'll write the whole code. And if there is any exception, we'll try to handle in the exception block. This is exception related to only file not found. And this is exception if nothing is caught here, this will take care of. Okay, for that reason, we have taken multiple except blocks. So let us try to understand what is the code we have written here. In the OS, list directory is a function we have, which is going to target the given directory, given path. And from that path, it will list out all the files. What is that? It will list out all the files. After listing out all the files, those files in the for loop, for every iteration, one file is fetched into file name. Folks. For example, here in this path, there are 10 files. Okay. 10 files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like some 10 files are there. Okay. For every iteration, it will fetch one file and put into file name. So that this if condition is going to check whether this file name is there in the current directory or not. Okay. If the file is there, it's going to split name and extension. At the time of fetch, file will be there, but during this check, file may not be there. It might be deleted. Okay. For that reason, again, I'm cross-checking whether the file is there or not. If the file is there, I'm splitting the file into name and extension. There may be different extensions, right? For Windows for Word file, you'll have Microsoft Word file, you'll have .docx. For Notepad, .txt. For PPT, .pptx. For Excel, .xlsx, right? Likewise, different extensions will be there. For that reason, we are splitting them. After splitting, I'm giving a new name to it. What is the new name? Name, the already existing name only, underscore timestamp along with that extension. Okay, folks, along with that extension. So os dot rename, I'm renaming the old file with the new file. Okay, rename is a function which is used for renaming an old file with the new name. Finally, renamed file along with the old name to the new name I'm displaying. That's what was the output of our program. Can you see, folks, here? That was the output. Here, if you can observe, this is the file name, old name. The new name underscore timestamp is getting displayed. That is how we were working with the automating renaming of numerous files available at different locations. Okay, not only adding the timestamp, whatever you want to add, you can add. It's as per your wish, but I have taken timestamp and I have shown you. I would like to show you by giving a invalid path. For example, I have in my computer, can you see, folks, here? This PC, D and E drive I have. C and D drive I have. When I give here in the path, E drive, okay, E:/ some examples folder I'm giving, right? If I'm giving this path, generally the path goes with the /. Okay, I'm giving this /, right? Let's go and run. What is happening? What it is saying? This is exception, but you are ending up with a simple message. What is that? Directly not found examples, right? So file not found error, directly not found, and path it is displaying. That is how, when exception is occurred, when the valid path is not given, it is going to end up with the error message. A proper termination of code will happen. If statement, see, I have some numerous files. For example, let's say I have some files. 1, 2, 3. Likewise, I have files, okay? When it is fetching all the files and giving one by one, okay? For example, there are 1,000 files. This code may run at least a few seconds, right? Meanwhile, one file got deleted automatically due to some reason, or some user might have deleted. In that case, here you will be ending with the exception. To avoid that, I am going to if condition here, so that it is again checking whether this in this directory path, whether the file I am fetching is available or not. If it is available, I am splitting the name and extension. So this is all about a simple example on automation.